What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another review video. Big shout out goes out to Macfox for reaching out to me and asking me to review their newest electric bike. This is the X7 model. And just for size comparison, this is what I look like on this bike. I am 5'8", I weigh 160 pounds, and this is like perfect for me. My feet are planted on the ground. The sitting position is very comfortable. This seat is very large. As far as the suspension, it's like a generic fork, and it is adjustable though, but we are going to be testing all of that stuff. In this review, I'm going to go over everything there is to know about this brand new electric bike. I'm going to talk about the specs, I'll do a speed test, a brake test, and I'm going to ride around and talk about the riding experience. There will be chapters down below, so feel free to skip around to whatever part is of interest to you. But first, let's get started with the specs. So this is the all-new Macfox X7 electric bike. It features a 500 watt, 1000 watt peak hub motor in the rear, coupled with a 48 volts, 13 amp hour battery. And there's also a model with dual batteries. Macfox claims that this should give you a range of up to 30 miles with the single battery or 60 miles with the dual battery option. We have 20-inch by 4.5-inch tire in the front, and a massive 20-inch by 5-inch tire in the rear. That is insane. And this is coupled with hydraulic brakes with 180 millimeter rotors. That is nice. We have an adjustable front suspension fork for a smooth, comfortable ride, a single gear chain system, which is all you really need on these, a very large, comfortable seat, as well as passenger foot pegs. In the front of the bike, we have a beautiful looking headlight with a halo, as well as 2 different lighting modes. And in the rear, we have a tail light and an active brake light. That is always good. The total weight of the single battery model is 87 pounds with the max load capacity of 330 pounds. And up on the handlebars, we have custom Macfox grips, which are beautiful, the rear brake, and our thumb throttle. And over on the left side, we have our front brake, our display with the on-off button and mode selectors, a headlight mode switch, and a headlight on-off switch. And that is pretty much it for the specs. Now, as far as the price, this current model goes for $15.99, but I will have a discount code for you guys. That will be all in the description if you're interested in this bike. Now, before I continue, just a few things that stand out to me right off the bat is, first of all, these tires are absolutely massive. These are by far the widest tires I've ever had on an e-bike. The front is 4.5 and the rear is 5, and it is absolutely massive. It looks like a motorcycle. The second thing that I really like about this bike is just the murdered out look. It looks phenomenal. Such a beautiful looking bike, and the way it sits, absolutely ridiculous. You have to see it for yourself in real life. Third thing is this front number plate and light combo, absolutely beautiful. They actually use the same type of light on the bs.zay edition, which I also reviewed. You guys can check it out up here if you're interested. Very beautiful light. And the last thing is these grips, custom made grips that look very nice. They actually look like the front tire tread design, which is really nice. All right, now before we do our speed test, I want to show you the starting procedure on this bike. This battery does have an on-off switch. Hopefully you guys can see that. That has to be switched on in order for the bike to be turned on. And once you're on the bike, it's a pretty straightforward process. We have a power button over here. We hit that for about a second or two, and the bike will turn on. This bike has 3 pedal assist modes. 0 means no throttle, and it acts like a regular bicycle. And then we have 1, 2, and 3, or low, medium, and high. We're going to be testing mode 3 right now. So I got my phone GPS app open, the speed reset. Put that in my pocket real quick. And let's see what kind of speed we can get from this thing. I won't be using the pedals. I'll be using throttle only. Now this bike is supposed to hit 25 miles an hour. And let's see if we can achieve that. As I mentioned earlier, I weigh about 160 pounds. And that definitely has an effect on all e-bikes. But so far, the speedometer is showing 25.4. I think I saw 26 for a split second, but I'm just gonna keep on going for a little bit more just to give my GPS app enough time to catch up. It is a bit laggy sometimes. And this should be good enough, so let's stop and see what kind of speed we were able to get. My phone is showing 25.1. That is excellent. I really love when that happens, when a brand actually advertises a certain top speed and you actually get that top speed. Believe it or not, a lot of times that does not happen, so that is very good to see. Now the speedometer was a little bit off, but not by much. It showed 25.4 and we were doing 25.1, so I'm really happy with that result. Now, it's not the fastest bike in the world, but it's not meant for that. It's not advertised for that, so keep that in mind. This is more of like a commuter e-bike for teenagers. So parents, if you're watching, this is definitely a bike you want to consider for your kids. But anyways, that was our speed test. Now let's do our brake test. Now, just a few things before I do that is these are hydraulic brakes, which is an amazing sight to see, and they're brand new, so they will only get better with time, so keep that in mind. But with that out of the way, I'm gonna make my way up to 20 miles an hour. Here we are at 20 miles an hour. I'm gonna be stopping at this light pole in 3, 2, go. Wow. All right, so from that light pole to where I'm at, we're looking at an estimated 15 feet or so. What's funny is you can see my old skid mark. That was from a different review I did. These tires actually stopped properly, how they're supposed to stop and not lock up and skid all over the place. So those were really good. The brakes feel very nice, I must say. So we're looking at an estimated 15 feet of stopping distance from 20 miles an hour, and that was our brake test. Now if you guys are enjoying this review so far, do me a solid, hit that like button. It's free for you and it helps me out a lot, and I'd appreciate that. Now let's talk about the brand and the bike. As far as the brand, Macfox is a very well-known player in the e-bike world. I've worked with them multiple times in the past and I love the product that they make. Now let's see how this does over some grass with these tires, and actually not bad. The suspension is decent. We do have a little jump over here. Let's see if we can clear it. All right, the bike feels really nice. Geometry is amazing on this thing. It's like compact and nimble, and these tires, oh my god, they are so grippy, and you can definitely carve with these things. Oh man, that is really nice. As far as the frame itself, let's see, let go of the handlebars, pretty solid. It doesn't like wobble all over the place. You don't want a bike that wobbles all over the place as soon as you let go of the handlebars, so I like that. But wow, I just cannot get over how nice these tires are, and the brakes. The sitting position for me is very comfortable. I'm not hunched over, very comfortable and natural position, so I like that a lot. I'm loving these grips right here, really nice little touch. As far as the suspension goes, it's an okay fork, pretty generic, but it is adjustable, so it's like on the higher end side of generic forks. And hopping curbs with it, very solid. As far as the seat goes, I want to stop and show you that. It's a very comfortable seat. Look at that. Super soft and long enough for you to have two people on there if you got a friend or whatever, especially with these passenger foot pegs. That is really nice. As far as power, it definitely has some power. It does take it a second to get going, but once it does, it wants to fly. These tires are heavy, so keep that in mind. All right, now let's see how this thing does in an uphill situation or a hill climb. We got a pretty decent hill climb over here. Not sure what the grade is, but let's see how this bike does. I'm not gonna be using the pedals. This hill is kind of steep. There you go. This is like the steepest part right here. Will it be able to make it? Just was able to make it. All right. As far as the pedaling goes, let's see, I'm starting in this position. So we got 1 revolution. So 1.5 revolution gets the motor going. As far as the pedaling itself, it's okay. It's right on the edge of being too tight for me. But it's still comfortable, still doable. So who is this bike kind of for? As I mentioned earlier, this is a commuter bike. This bike is perfect for teenagers. So if you're a parent watching this and your kid has been bugging you about an e-bike, but you don't want to get him a bike that goes 50 miles an hour, this is a great alternative for that. I did speak to the manufacturer, to Macfox, and asked if you can remove the speed limit. Unfortunately, you cannot. So this bike is stuck at 25 miles an hour, which you can look at both ways, you know, being a good thing and a bad thing. If you're all about speed, then this bike will not go faster than 25 miles an hour. But as I mentioned, it's perfect for those parents who are looking for a bike for their kid and they don't want them to go too fast. This is where this bike comes in, 25 miles an hour max speed. And you're also within the legal limits of most states. Here in California, it's up to 28 miles an hour, so this is 25 miles an hour. This is a perfectly legal e-bike. Wow, this bike is something else. It's really, really fun. I just love the way this bike looks, the way it sits. So mean. It's got a certain vibe to it that's really nice. And I'm really digging the whole murdered out look with the gold chain and the yellow text on here. Really sick. As far as the speed, I say this in all of my reviews: as soon as you hit 25 miles an hour and faster, it actually feels like you're moving. So yeah, we all love more speed, but at the same time, at least it does the 25 miles an hour, which is, it's something, you know what I mean? Now, if you guys want to show extra love for the channel and support me and what I do, and you're sitting there going, what kind of gloves are those? These are my very own VoltedAdventures gloves, which I do have for sale on my merch store, along with a keychain as well. So make sure to check that out in the description if you want to support the channel. Now, typically at this point in my reviews, I do an off-road test, but in this particular situation, this bike is not really advertised for that. This is more of a commuter in my eyes, and if I was a kid and I got this as a gift to go to school back and forth or hang out with friends or whatever when I was a kid, I'd be loving life. So anyways, I will not be doing an off-road test. It's not really fitting for this bike, so I skipped it altogether. But if it is something that you guys want to see, let me know and I'll try to get something going for you guys. Man, I cannot get over how sick this bike looks. The way it's sitting is just so nice. Definitely one of the nicer looking e-bikes I've ever reviewed. Let's stop right here and kind of like assess the situation. I'll go over things I like, things I don't like. Is this thing good value for money or not? And we'll give it a rating. We'll start with the good stuff. I love the way this bike looks. I just said it. I say it over and over again. I love the way this looks. This murdered out look is absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love those tires. 5-inch wide in the rear, 4.5 in the front. Massive tires. They give you such a pleasant riding experience. Really nice. I also really like the brakes. Those are some amazing brakes, hydraulic brakes. I say this also in my reviews. I think that at this point, all of these bikes should come with hydraulic brakes, and these are no joke. Very nice brakes. I also really like that headlight design. I think it's beautiful. I really like the seat. Very wide, very comfortable. And I like those passenger foot pegs. Now, things I don't like, and I always try to find at least one, just so I'm kind of honest with my reviews. There are a few in this situation. One of them is the fork. It's an okay fork. Like I said in the review, it's on the higher end side of things with these forks, but it is still a very generic fork. If it had a better fork, this would have been so much nicer. Second thing is just the lack of rear suspension. Now, it is a style of bike. It doesn't have it. So it's more of like I wish it had than I don't like, but I wish it had rear suspension. Another thing that I don't fully like is the speed. Now, I know I said that I like the speed and we were able to hit the advertised speed, but still 25 miles an hour for this price of e-bike, I wish it went faster. If this thing went like 32, 35, it would have been so nice. Now, what rating am I giving this bike? Considering my experience with it and the price as a total package, I'm going to have to give this bike a 7.5 out of 10. And the only reason that the score is like that is because the price. I do think that it's on the higher end of pricing. If the price was a little bit cheaper, it would have gotten a higher score. But with all that stuff being said, is this thing good value for money or not? So we're looking at $15.99. It's a very decent value for money, but it is on the higher end of things. I just have to be honest. Yes, you do get a lot of high quality components on this bike, and just the build itself will last a long time. But I just feel like that for that price, I wish it either went a little bit faster or had a little bit of a better front fork to justify that price. But still, it's an okay / decent value for money. Now, do I recommend this thing, and who do I recommend it to? To me, if you're a parent and your kid has been bugging you for an e-bike and you want to get them something that's not too fast, where it's dangerously fast, but still want them to like have fun, look good, this is definitely the bike for you. Now, I'm pretty sure I was able to go over everything there is to know about this electric bike, but in case I missed anything, please leave it in the comment section and I will do my best to answer. If you guys want to see more of these reviews, and there are plenty more coming, definitely hit that subscribe button. But that is pretty much it for me, guys. My name's Tom. This has been the Macfox X7 electric bike review. I appreciate you guys watching as always, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.